Hey YouTube, so in today's video, I will be covering on how I passed the Fundingpips phase 1 challenge of the 5K challenge. So this is a continuation series on the 100 to 2 million in funding documentary series we were doing. And then you can see we bought in like the video before the previous one, we bought the challenge. But after buying the challenge, we were able to pass the challenge quite easily. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we'll be dropping videos every week on trading and how to help even you guys get funded like I have been funded and pass your phases easily. So the Fundingpips challenge, the 5K account, I passed the account after 46 days. So I bought the challenge on, I think, November 26th, and I finished in January, I think January 20th or January something. January between 20th or 25th. Yeah, I can't remember quite easily, but I finished, yeah, it's here, January 26th. So you can see the start period was November 20th and I finished on the 26th. So when I bought this challenge, they were offering MT5 for trading. So that was before the MT5 took licenses of these prop firms. But those prop firms that were white labeling brokers. So Fundingpips unfortunately was one of those prop firms. So after they took the challenge, they offered us a new platform. But this challenge I carried out on the MT5 platform, and I was able to finish it quite easily. So you can see the account size is a 5K account, and I was able to hit a 5,400 target. That was an 8% target in under like, this is like 2 months, under 2 months, or maybe no, yeah, maybe 2 months. Yeah, you know, phase 1 is quite difficult since the profit targets are quite high compared to phase 2. Since phase 1 profit targets are 8%, phase 2 are 5%. So on this account, you get a daily loss limit of $250. That is 5%. Then a max loss limit of $500. So you can see, like, once you hit the profit target, the max loss increases to $900. So you can see I was able to hit the profit target quite easily. Now let's look over the stats. You can see my average win was like $15 and my average loss was like $8. My win rate was like 58.23 and profit factor 2.46. But these numbers, you can't trust them since the market has like its periods. Unless you take the data for like 5 years, it's when you can have a sure understanding of your trading data. But for me, you can see this was a 2 month. 2 months is a quite a short period to access, to use the information as proven data of your strategy. So these are just random numbers. I don't care about them that much. So for me, I just trade like a few pairs maximum. Mostly I just trade the USD pairs with the USD. And so some tips I can give you on like passing these challenges, especially the phase 1. Phase 1 is usually the one that is not the hardest, but it's the like the longest to do. Phase 2 is usually the hardest psychologically, but phase 1 is the hardest technically. Like, you have to be sure about your strategy because the targets are high. It's like you're being told to double your account, being given a 10% drawdown and a 8% profit target. You're almost being told to double the account. So it's quite tough technically. If you don't have a strategy, ensure you have a strategy, build a system, not even a system, but have a solid strategy that you have proven and you know what you are doing, and ensure that the strategy has been easily back tested. So once you back test like a strategy, ensure that you have a proven, mathematically proven, you can write it down and state the date that you are going to finish or something of that sort. You fully understand your strategy. After that, ensure you are disciplined, or follow your rules to the T. Don't start breaking the rules, especially when, when the more you get closer to the 8% target, the more you get greedy. And the more you're in drawdown, the closer you are to the 10% maximum loss, the more fear gets into you, and you tend to, and during these periods is when you tend to make some funny mistakes. So ensure you stay level-headed, be disciplined in the whole journey until you pass the target. And also, once you pass phase one, don't think that you are done with the challenge. Just ensure, just in your mind, keep in mind that you have just finished the half part. The goal is to be funded, not to pass the phases and the challenges. So that's something you should keep in mind. But yeah, so the next video I'll cover how I was able to cover I'll cover the phase 2 of the challenge. So I'll update you on how I went about it, and I'll cover it to the end. So this is the challenge. If you are new to the channel, ensure that you subscribe, since I'll be documenting my whole journey until I get funded using this prop farm. And also you can see my certificate after passing my phase 1. I was able to be handed over a certificate of achievement for phase 1, but these are just like, for me mentally, these are just decoration. It doesn't matter if you finished phase 1. The goal is to be funded and to get back your challenge fee. That's the goal of this whole process, this whole journey. So you can see my certificate after passing that phase 1, so that you know it's real, on the 26th of 1st 2024, the day that I passed the phase 1 of this 5K account. This is not the first challenge that I've passed, and it's not the last. So I quite understand what I'm doing here. I also hope, like the other parts of the challenge, the 2 million in funding, the passing of the challenges will be as smooth as how I was able to pass this one. Because this one was quite simple and quite smooth for me. So guys, and also like my journey to until I get to 2 million in funding. So I'll be documenting everything, my ups and downs, and explaining to you my thought process in different phases of my journey. So in case you experience something similar, it won't be as tough as I've experienced it the first time. You will be able to live off my experience. So thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned and stay healthy.